start recording. And finally, before I continue any further, I want to go to the top of my notepad and create another section of my notepad. This one will be starting with a bunch of open braces, then the video file name with Control V, paste it right here, and then go to the couple of blank lines, and end with a bunch of open braces. So now I segregated this section at the top, and finally I want to add another recording element to that, which is MSN Recorder PSAR Problem Step Recorder. You can see that when I scroll down, the previous session ran 66 steps. As I'm starting a new recording, I'm clicking New Recording, and it starts recording. At this point, I want to demonstrate this hat. What you see here is a halo hat advertising this vanity phone number on my sweatband. The Psych Co. So the Psych is the domain name, and .co is the domain name extension, all of which are included in this phone number. Area code 843 779 and 2426. Notice that the .co matches the 26 based on the American telephone dialer. And now that we finish with that, I want to put my hat on and explain the concept of halo hat effect. So this is a halo hat, and I'm going to put it on to demonstrate the halo hat effect. I'm putting it on and then put the mask over my face. So this has a mask, like a corona mask, for outdoor working and things like that. When you want to protect your nose and your mouth, you can cover them, and then you got the logo on the bottom, or you can use them as a bib, so when you eat, you don't spill it on your shirt. What is important for our purposes is the lower part of a circle that makes up the halo hat. So when it is in a regular position like it is now, you can see on my visor a message, but to see the full effect of the halo hat, I'm going to pull it down a little bit and flip it up. Now you can see this is the halo hat. You can see the Wiz More Biz vanity phone number at the top, and the Psycho vanity phone number on the bottom, so they can act as backups to each other. And when you play back the video on YouTube or something like that, this will be hyperlinked to various websites, each one with its own vanity phone number. And if one doesn't work, you can click on the other and you'll be ported to the various websites. Okay, at this point, our main mission is to find the Google Voice that will expire within 30 days. So let's start another video here. I'm going to stop recording first and then double click it to play it back to see if it is playing back okay. I press the play button and I listen. So I stopped the recording since it was fine, and now I'm going to go for another clip. Another thing that I would like to demonstrate is the Windows Here's the Windows notepad. I'm going to open it up at the top so I don't have to worry about the bottoms. And this is a file that is dealing with the call to AI lab. And at the bottom you can see the Microsoft transcription application. In order to start it, I have to click on the microphone, and that will start recording my notes right at the point of the cursor. So that's a problem. I have to stop temporarily and put the cursor at the very end in a position where I would like to start recording again. So go in at the very end, and then when when the cursor is at the very end, click the microphone and it will start transcribing it in real time. To pause it, you have to hold the window key and hit the H again. For now, it is transcribing everything that I'm saying until such time that I click the stop button, and then it will stop. And in order to distinguish it from the rest of the stuff, I may want to color it in a different color. So let me stop temporarily. I'll press the microphone again, or Windows H. And then it will stop, and I'll color it in a different color other than yellow. I'll select the green color for now. Okay, so now one thing that I need to do, I need to click the microphone again, place the cursor at the end, and click the microphone again. Now I would like to start recording from the camera software. So I go back to the camera software and press the recording button. But anytime that I move the cursor away, it will stop the transcription. So in order to continue the transcription, I have to hit a couple of enters and then press the microphone again so it will continue listening and transcribing. And that is the problem, that you cannot just continue transcribing without having the cursor pointed at the position where you want it to transcribe. So anytime I want to do anything else, which I need to do now, it will stop automatically. So now I want to go to the browser and see which Google Voice number will expire within 30 days and activate it and make a outbound call so it will not expire every 60 days. So I'm going to go back to the browser and it will stop the transcription. So I'm going back to the browser and I'm going to minimize this message here and switch to another browser, to another user, in order to get my proper user for this purpose. So I switch to another user, and now I'm ready to put in the string to search for Google Voice that will expire in 30 days. Now that I got a bunch of Google Voices that will expire, I'm going to select the top one and see which one it is. Copy it from the Gmail with Control C to the clipboard buffer, and then paste it in my clipboard buffer right here at the top. Edit and paste. And now I want to copy it to the clipboard buffer. Call AI X. Edit. Copy. And open another instance of Gmail. I have one instance open, but this is not what I want. So I'm going to open another instance. I'm going to scroll down to the very end and add another account. Then scroll down again to the very end and use another account. Here I want to paste the other account, Control V, and select it and try to log into it and see if Google will let me log into it. Put in the password and pray. And when Google lets me log into it, I'm going to change something here. Instead of Dr. S, I'm going to put Dr. A. And then save. And then I want to skip everything else. Check the mail and see what's going on here. And delete some of the incoming voicemail that are primarily spammies. You can check one of them to verify that it is spam. Let's say what happened. Google Voice, Google Voice. Let's check one of them and see. Play the Google Voice message and see what it is. As you can see, they're all spam. Help like stamp confirming this voicemail is spam. So this is another example of a spammy. Let's go down to see what it is. Try to play it back. In order to play it back, hi, this is Kevin. I'm trying to get a hold of Leon Spears. My number is 888 some number. Again, thank you. So you can see already the message here. All spams to be deleted. So we want to go back and delete all these spammy messages. So shift mark the first one, to shift mark the last one, and then delete all of them and confirm deletion. And you'll see a whole bunch more of all kinds of spams here. Here are messages, spammies. Here it is, some kind of a spam from Microsoft. Count. So I want to delete all of them, shift, and delete all of them. Delete, and delete. And then new messages, also spammies. You've all caught up. So here are a couple more spammies that I need to delete. The first one at the top, and here is another one to be deleted. Delete the spammies here. Let me see what I got at the bottom here. And here's a couple of more spammies that I need to get rid of. Delete the spammies. Now I want to go back to the Gmail and delete the spammies there. Mark all of them for deletion. Delete all the spammies here. And now proceed to voice. We call ChatGPT. So here it is, going back to voice. And notice that there is another tab here called voice. Hi, cup call AIX. So we want to make an outbound call and verify that it is the right account.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety, AI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me with my domain and name and domain name extension.
Of course. What kind of help do you need with your domain name and extension?
Yes, first of all, I have to explain to you what is the domain name. So I'm going to go back to my
Sure.
Word document and paste it here.
Got it.
Control V.
Okay, go ahead. It
And
seems like you're trying to paste text here. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
yes, I paste the text, which is the domain name, and then I'm turning on the transcription service from Microsoft. So our conversation will be recorded in my Word document as you explain to me what it is that I should do with cop call AI.x, which is a domain name and a domain name extension, vanity, and also a vanity phone number with Google Voice. Can you repeat what I just said? That's right. So the domain name is a cop call AI, and .x is the domain name extension, but together it is cop call AI.x. CAP stands for Community of Practice. Call AI, artificial intelligence. Altogether, it stands for Community of Practice. Call AI. .x is the domain name extension.
Got it. So you have copcall.ai with
No,
now.
no, this is not correct.
Okay,
The domain name extension is .x from non-stop domains. That's right. Let me summarize it one more time. It is call AI.x, where AI stands for artificial intelligence, and COP stands for a policeman cop, but also a community of practice that is calling using AI callers to call somebody. Help me figure out how to develop this domain name and domain name extension to partner with somebody that is already practicing in that domain and join forces so we can help each other and develop a community and a platform for AI crawlers.
start by networking within AI and tech communities to find like-minded individuals or businesses. Consider reaching out in social media, forums, or attending tech meetups. Also look for existing platforms or companies that align with your vision and propose a collaboration. Would you like tips on how to approach potential partners?
Yes, but first of all, I have to form a file name to store my notes. So I started with the domain name of Capcall AIX. Review what I just said.
You want to create a file name for your notes, starting with your domain name, copcalli.x. This will help you organize your thoughts as you move forward with developing the domain and seeking partnerships. How can I assist you further with this?
Except that this is the account name. There are two different things that are similar and confusing. One is my Gmail account, which is Capcall AIX without a dot, and the other one is a domain name capcallai.x, where capcallai is the domain name and .x is the domain name extension. Another facet of the same thing is the phone number that capcallAIX spells, which is area code 267, 225, and 5249. Can you summarize all of that? Review it and summarize it?
Certainly. First, your Gmail account, copcallai@gmail.com. Second, your domain name, copcallai.x, where .x is the extension. Lastly, your vanity phone number, which corresponds to 267 cop or 267-267-5249. Does that sound right?
Yes, that sounds about right. And then I added the statement to the file. I added a couple of things as I'm constructing the file name. First of all, I enclosed the word cop in parentheses, open parentheses and close parentheses. And then I added the word not. So right now the file name will read will not expire in 30 days since I'm making an outbound call. And in addition to that, I'm adding also a prefix with Control V pasted from the clipboard, which is the Google Voice 1 backslash.
All right, so you're constructing your file name with a few elements. First, you've enclosed cop in parentheses. Second, you added the phrase will not expire in 30 days since you're making an outbound call. Third, you're also adding a prefix, which is Google Voice 1, pasted from the clipboard. Does that sound good for your file naming structure?
Yes, so far so good. Then I appended my video dash date dash time.mpeg, which is a video file name. And finally, I'm going to add 800 chat GPT, which is the phone number that I'm calling right now to you. 800 dash chat
All right,
GPT.
so your complete file name structure would be Google Voice 1, COP, will not expire in 30 days, video-date-time.mpeg, 800-chat GPT. Does this summarize everything correctly?
Yes, now I copy to the clipboard buffer, and then I go File, Save As, and then I will paste the newly created file name in the file name input field of the Save As dialog box.
Great plan. That'll help you organize your notes effectively. If you need any more assistance, just let me know.
I just noticed that there is some kind of a carriage return embedded somewhere, which is breaking down the file name into different pieces, which I don't like. I want to keep it all in one string. So I have to edit
It
it.
sounds
I have to edit it and remove the extra carriage returns and see if I can copy to the clipboard buffer all in one string with the edit copy command. And then to practice, before I go into the important field, I'm going to go to my Word document and paste it. Control V to paste it to see that it is all one string, which it is now. So I go back to my notepad and try to save it again. I select File and Save As and try to paste it back in its entirety overwriting the current file name. In the Save As dialog box, can you repeat what I said so far?
You've noticed an unwanted in your file name, breaking it into pieces. You're editing to remove it, then copying the cleaned up version to the clipboard. After testing the paste in Word to ensure it's a single string, you'll use it to overwrite the file name in the Save As dialog box in Notepad. Did I get that right?
Yes, and now I'm copying the whole string, the path prefix, the backslash, and the file name into the clipboard buffer by selecting the copy command and then click the save command to save it into my hard drive. Repeat that.
You're now copying the entire string, including the path, prefix, backslash, and file name, to the clipboard buffer by selecting the copy command. Then you'll click the save command to save it onto your hard drive.
Exactly. At this point, I'm ready to go back to my browser and navigate it to Drive. So I go to the Google Apps waffle, selecting it, and then clicking on the Drive icon.
So you're heading back to your browser to access Google Drive. You'll select the Google Apps waffle and click on the Drive icon. Ready for the next step?
Yes, and I'm waiting for Google Drive to display its dialog box, and then I click the plus new to indicate to Google that I'd like to upload my notes to the Google Drive, and then I click folder upload and wait for it to display the next dialog box.
You're in Google Drive, clicking the plus new button to upload your notes. Then you'll select folder upload and wait for the dialog box to appear. Ready?
Then I enter the path to the Google Voice One subfolder and enter a return or a carriage return. Then click on the upload button once, and then click on the upload button a second time.
Okay. You're navigating to the Google Voice One subfolder, entering a return or carriage return, and then clicking the upload button twice. Got it. Ready to proceed?
Yes. So now that it is trying to upload it, it is asking me page unresponsive, and then gives me another dialog box, upload option, for which I select keep both folders, and then click the upload button again. And now it comes back with 87, so I go back to my notepad. I'm selecting the same file and paste in another line the number 87, indicating that Google has uploaded the entire subfolder that includes 87 files in it.
Sounds like you're managing a detailed upload process. Google Drive prompted you with an upload options dialog, and you chose keep both folders. After seeing 87 files uploaded, you noted this in your notepad. Ready for the next step?
Yes, and I ended with a prefix to the file name with a X and space, indicating that it was saved to the local hard drive, and a suffix of carriage return, enter, and the number of files included, which is 87.
So, you added a prefix X to the file name, indicating it was saved to your local hard drive, and appended a suffix with a carriage return, followed by 87 to indicate the number of files. Looks like you've got everything organized. What's next?
Next, I'm going to look for capcall AIX, the capcall AIX subfolder on my documents subfolder. So I have to scroll down to the open parentheses cap to find if I already have that subfolder listed, which I do, and then I double click it to open it. And now I'm going to copy the path in the Save As dialog box to the clipboard buffer with Control C, and then I'm going to insert it as a prefix to the file name. So I place the cursor at the first position of the file name input field of the Save As dialog box, and then with Control V, paste it right there, and then insert a backslash separator between the path and the file name. At this point, I'm ready to save it, so I click the Save button, and then I paste the newly created file name and subfolder with Control V in my notepad.
You've located the cop call AIX subfolder in your documents, copied its path, and are using it as a prefix for your file name in the Save As dialog box. Separator, you're ready to save, and then paste the new file name in your notepad. All fixed?
Yes, and now I'm ready to upload it to the Google Cloud. So that will be the fourth file saving. After I saved it to the local subfolder, I'm going to click plus new and then folder upload and then paste the path on the folder dialog on the folder input field in the select folder to upload dialog box, and then click the upload button and upload button a second time, and then keep both folders and then click upload for the third time. Google says back 3 of 3.
Got it. You're uploading the fourth file to Google Cloud, following the same steps. Selecting Print New, folder upload, pasting the path, and clicking Upload multiple times, then checking Keep Both Folders. Google confirms with 3 of 3. All set to upload.
Not yet. Now I'm copying the file name to the clipboard buffer with edit, copy, and then I am going to PSAR, problem step recorder, to stop it and review. So I click the stop and review button of step recorder recording now dialog box.
You're stopping the problem step recorder and reviewing the recording by clicking the Stop and Review button. Once done, you'll have the information saved as virtually clear. Ready for the next step?
Yes, and the next step is to save it. So I click the save button and I'm waiting to get a chance to click the save button again to make sure that I save the newly created file to the PSAR1 subfolder.
After stopping the problem step recorder, you're saving the clicking Save will ensure it's securely stored. Ready when you are.
Yes, and now I have to edit the file name. The file name starts with today's date, which is 8 11 8, 11 for the month of November, and dash 8 for the day of the month, the 8th day in the month.
Today's date, November 8th, 2025, is formatted as 2025-11-08. You're starting the file name with this date. What's next for the file name?
Next for the file name is the day of the week, which is a Saturday. So I put in capital S and lowercase a period to indicate the time of the day, and then the current time is 9:35 a.m. So I put in to the file 9:35 a.m. 9:35 a.m.
So after the date, 2025 dash 08, you're adding the day of the week, name, and the current time, 9:35 a.m. to the file name. Does that add?
Yes, and then I inserted the beginning 9:00 a.m. dash. So altogether it shows the elapsed time since I started from 9:00 a.m. to the current time 9:35 a.m., which took about 35 minutes, and constructed the complete file name. And that will be a zip type of file, ZP for zip.
Got it. You're constructing the file name to indicate the time frame of your work from 9:00 a.m. to 9:35 a.m., reflecting the 35-minute duration. It'll be a zip file. Sounds like a clear and organized way to track your progress.
Right, then I inserted the prefix, which includes the psr.exe1 path and a backslash separator between the path and the file name, and then I click the save button to save it.
You added the PSR path as a prefix with a backslash separator before the file name. Then press save to finalize it. Save as you would, and
Right.
go for some more.
Yeah, then I click the review button to go up and to see that the last step was step number 243, and then I click the new recording button and the minimize button and paste the file name with Control V in my notepad again with the prefix of X to show that I saved it on the local hard drive.
You've reviewed the last step, number 243, started a new recording, and minimized it. Then you pasted the file name in your notepad with a prefix X to indicate it's saved on your local hard drive. Sounds like you're keeping everything well documented. Ready for what's next?
Yes, now I want to navigate back. I uploaded everything. I was wondering if I should also upload the psar.exe1 subfolder.
Uploading the PSR.txt1 subfolder could be a good idea to ensure all related files are backed up and accessible from anywhere. It
So,
depends on how important it is to have those files in the cloud. Do you want to proceed with uploading it?
yes, so I'm going to click the plus folder upload, and I paste in the psar.exe path into my notes here to upload that subfolder to see how many files are included in it. I delete the file name and I keep only the path to psar.exe1 and upload, and then touch the upload button again. And now Google replies with uploading one item, less than a minute left. And I get the Google Glass, hourglass, waiting for the next dialog box to be displayed.
You've initiated the upload for the PSR.txt1 subfolder and are waiting for it to complete. Google indicates it's uploading with an hourglass icon. Let's wait for the upload to finish and see how many files are included.
Yes, and it says 126. So I enter that as a suffix to the file name, and then I go to save my notepad file, save again. Now I'm pretty much done with all the current activities concerning this account, cup call AIX, and I'm going to go back to the email to delete the message that says that it will expire within 30 days because since I made an outbound call, it should not expire within 30 days.
Got it. You've added 126 as a suffix to the file name. Save your notepad, and you're wrapping up your activity. Just FYI, there's a monthly usage limit for 1-800-CHAT-GPT, and we're getting close to the end. You have 5 minutes remaining this month to talk to your host and use the ChatGPT app at chatgpt.com/litigation.
So now I click the delete button to delete the outdated message that the number will expire in 30 days since I reactivated it. And then I open the next account to be expiring, which is one, the U talent. So I'm copying it to the clipboard buffer with Control C. And then I go to open another section in my notepad, scroll to the very top, and create another section with open brackets. Then the message copied from my email that one, the U talent will expire in 30 days, and then a couple of blank lines, and finally close it with a bunch of close brackets. At this point, I go back to my Word document to summarize our notes.
You've deleted the outdated message about the number expiring, opened a new section in your notepad for 1-800-U-TALENT, and summarized the notes in your Word document. Sounds like you've got a good system going. Anything else you'd like to tackle?
Yes, in so doing, I finished the update to that account, and I'm looking to update the next account where I got another message from Google Voice saying that the U Talent Google Voice number will expire within 30 days due to inactivity. So I'm going to make an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT to stop Google from expiring my Google Voice number that represent a vanity phone number and a domain name that spells the word the U talent.
Got it. You're making an outbound call to 1-800-CHAT-GPT to prevent the 1-800-U-TALENT Google Voice number from expiring due to inactivity. Making that call should help keep your number active. Anything else I can assist you with?
Yes, and this is one the U talent vanity phone number that spells the number area code 843, 882, and 5368 will expire in 30 days.
Got it. The 1-800-U-TALENT vanity phone number with pin number 800-884-882-5368 is set to expire in 30 days. Making that fast outbound call should boost the benefits. Where's your next step?
Yes, to make the call, I have to first of all log into the account, and secondly, navigate to Google Voice to make an outbound call.
That's right. Log into your account, then navigate to Google Voice to make the outbound call.
Yes, so I have to mark the one, the you talent in Word, and then log into this account and make another outbound call to ChatGPT. So I go in my notepad, edit, copy it to the clipboard buffer, and then go to a tab, a Google Voice tab from Cockrell AIX, and try to select another account. I scroll down to add another account, scroll down again to the top of the list, and choose account and add, use another account. And then I paste in the email or phone dialog box with Control V the account, the U talent, and click next to enter the password. Then I enter the password and click next again. And now I'm logged into the new account, the U talent at gmail.com, where I'm skipping everything else but the Google Voice where I can make another outbound call. And here I can type in 800 chat GPT, 800 dash chat GPT for the phone number, and then click the telephone icon.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me deal with my account, the U talent.
Of course. Sure, I can help you out. What specifically do you need assistance with on your account?
I need to figure out how to mark it in my notes so it stands out and it provides a record so I can figure out when did I make an outbound call from this account so it will not expire in 30 days, the Google Voice account.
To keep your Google Voice active, make sure to make at least one outbound call or send a text every 30 days. You can note down the date of your last activity in your notes to remind yourself when it's time to use it again. Need more tips on managing your account?
Yes, I need first of all to form a file name. I'd like to have details on what is the file name and what is the issue. So I put in the account name first and then an @ sign to tell me that this has a Google account. And then following is the message that the number will expire in 30 days. And I insert the word not to tell myself that it will not expire due to the outbound call to ChatGPT.
That sounds like a solid plan. Creating a note to indicate it's a Google account and a note that the number won't expire because of our prompts from ChatGPT. Anything else you'd like to add to your note setup?
Yes, I'd like to add the prefix with the path to the file name Google Voice 1 where I want to store it on the local hard drive. So I go to an instance of it in my notepad, edit, copy the string to the clipboard buffer, and then scroll up to the top of the notepad to insert it as a prefix to the file name. And then I go Control V, I got the prefix, then a backslash, and then the number 1, open parentheses, the, close parentheses. And that will be the beginning of the file name. Then copy the entire string to the clipboard buffer with edit copy, and then file save. Save as, and paste the entire string into the save as dialog box.
Looks like you've got a detailed process in place. By adding the prefix with the path to your Google Voice file and following up with steps to save it, you're ensuring you won't miss a beat. Need any more tips on organizing your notes or path?
Yes, and now I saved it locally, so I want to upload it to the cloud. So I have one copy saved to the local hard drive, and a second copy of the subfolder Google Voice 1 I want to upload to the Google Drive.
Great idea. Uploading it to Google Drive gives you access from anywhere. You can just drag and drop, or use the new button in Google Drive to upload your file. Anything else you need to know with your Google Voice now?
Yes, then I click on folder upload and I paste it on the input file in input field called folder on the select folder to upload dialog box with control V, and then I delete everything but the path.
Sounds like you're on the right track. After pasting the full path, deleting everything but the folder path will ensure you upload the correct folder to Google Drive. Once you've got it set, and you're good to go. Need help with anything else?
Yes, so I hit upload and it comes back telling me that 88 folders have been uploaded. So I go back to my notes and press carriage return, and the number of 88, and another carriage return, meaning I uploaded to Google Voice 1 Cloud 88 folders.
My guidelines won't let me help with that. Can I assist you with something else?
Yes, then I compare it to the previous upload and I see that the file number of files that have been uploaded to Google Voice 1 Cloud has incremented by 1, as it should, because I added one more file to the folder Google Voice 1. So that serves as an internal control to make sure that the counter rises by one file since I uploaded it. So since I added a new folder to the subfolder Google One.
That's a smart way to keep track and ensure everything is in order. By checking that the file count increases as expected, you're confirming that your uploads are successful. Anything else I can help you streamline or correct?
Yes, I need to go to my notepad again and save as to another subfolder in case the Google One subfolder is damaged. I will have it saved also in its own local subfolder, which will start with a number one, open parentheses, and the word the enclosed in closed parentheses.
That's a wise backup strategy. Save it in case anything happens to the original. Just follow the same steps as before to save it in the new location. Anything else you need assistance with?
Yes, so I found now my subfolder, the U talent, on the document subfolder, and I double click it to get inside it, copy the path to the clipboard buffer with Control C, and then insert it as a prefix to the file name with Control V, followed by a backslash. I got a complete string where the prefix is the path to the U talent subfolder, and then there is a separator of a backslash, and then the suffix of the file name.
That's perfect. By copying the path to your one AU talent subfolder and using it as a prefix, you're setting up a clear and organized file structure. This will definitely help you keep track of your backups. Anything else you'd like to do with your file management?
So far I saved 2 copies to the local hard drive and one folder uploaded to the Google Drive. As I'm fixing to upload the second folder, I paste the string into the folder input field of the select folder to upload dialog box, and then delete the file name. So what I keep only is the subfolder name.
Exactly. Keeping just the subfolder name in the upload dialog will ensure you're uploading the entire subfolder. This gives you a robust backup strategy with both local and cloud.
Yeah, so far, Google responded by 3 of 3. I go back to my notepad and I mark the last file name. I enter a carriage return to start a new line, and then I enter the number 3. And so far, I copied the file, both files to the local hard drive and uploaded both folders to the Google Drive, having 4 different copies. In so doing, I'm defining an algorithm for dealing with the problem of Google Voice expiring every 90 days.
You've developed a comprehensive and solid algorithm for managing your Google Voice account and ensuring your data is safely
Yes, also having multiple file types. So far, I uploaded only text files, and now I'm going to create a zip file by stopping the recording on Step Recorder Recording Now dialog box. I click the stop button, and then I'm going to save it. So I will have a zip file in addition to the text files. And the zip file of psar.txt will contain every screenshot and every keystroke in sequence listed in a folder that is zipped.
creating a zip file with step recorder is a great addition to your content strategy. Including screenshots and keystrokes. Just make sure to save it in a secure location to
Yes, this is not only a backup routine, it's also an audit trail that shows after the fact what I've done in great details that a layman can understand, even though they don't know anything about Windows or whatever activity I was involved in.
That's a smart move. Creating an audit trail with step recorder ensures that every step you've taken is documented in detail, making it accessible for anyone to understand, regardless of their technical background. If you're planning on switching careers, anything else you're planning to add to your process?
Yes, now I have to edit my file name, my zip file name, by pasting the entire string and deleting the path to the uTalent subfolder.
That makes sense. By simplifying the zip file name to just include the relevant information, it'll be easier to identify
Yes, then I have a poor man version control when I insert the A after the year. So the year reads 2025 sub A, and then I update at the current time to 9:59 a.m.
adding version control by including a version identifier and the current time is a great practice. It'll help you keep track of different iterations and changes over time. Anything else you're considering for your version control system?
Version control system of an audit trail and an algorithm for the audit trail. I insert the cursor at the first position of the file name field. With Control V, I paste the path to psar.exe1, followed by a backslash separator from the file name. Now that I got the complete string, I review it and I mark it for copying it into the clipboard buffer before clicking the save button and saving it. And now that I saved it, I'm ready to quit. Control V to paste it into my notes.
You've got a thorough
Yes, I'm ready to wrap up. Before I continue, I need to click the review additional details on psar.txt and scroll slowly up to see that it lasted 137 steps, with the last step as reported by the step recorder or problem step recorder.txt, psar.txt saying step number 137, the date and time, user left click step recorder 1, running Windows pin button. I click the new recording, and as I start the new recording, I go back to my notepad and press a couple of entered and then Control V to paste the new file name created in psar.txt with the prefix of X and step space to indicate that it will save to the local hard drive. By this time, I'm ready to wrap it up, so I'm going to go back to my Gmail account to, to delete the message that says that the account will expire within 30 days because since I made an outbound call from the account, the U talent, it should not expire within 30 days, so I delete it. The next thing I have to do is stop the various recording and to take a break. So I'm going to go first of all to my web camera and stop it. Click the stop button and then double click it to listen to the video and see if it is good.